Sorry guys, I seem to be having a little bit of technical difficulties this morning. Um, what is happening here, it would seem, is that my internet is giving me issues. It's not surprising, I live in the bushveld of South Africa, so what happens is that at times, basically then what happens is I disappear. Living in the bushveld is wonderful, but the only part is the internet can get a little bit, as I say, I've been having a very good run of late. This is the first time that it is not great again. So this is a weekly update for the week of the 15th of June 2020. I've got oracle cards, tarot cards, and I'm going to do relationship reading as well. Okay, what we're going to start with here is the oracle cards. So let's see what the big energy is for all the star signs for the week of 15th of June. I keep wanting to say 20th of June. There's something, oh, there is an eclipse round about the 22nd, if I'm not correct, if I am correct, should I say. So possibly there's big energy around the 20th. That's why that keeps coming into my mind. Pay attention to the 20th. Those of you that watch this, there's a big message coming for you. And the card that comes up is Unfinished Symphony. So possibly what is happening round about the 20th, because that kept coming into my mind, is some kind of unfinished business will find resolution. Something that you abandoned along the roadside maybe because you were too busy, or you got stuck in other things, or life has been strange lately, hasn't it? You now get the chance to pick it up again. You now get a chance to get back to that, finish it up, and actually get it on the road. Or if it's long forgotten, maybe this is your opportunity to finish it up now. But like I say, mostly it feels like an opportunity to pick up something that you left for a while because other things distracted you. You got busy with other things. And it's around about the 15th, okay, that this starts, and by the 20th, it's got traction, okay, because the 20th definitely keeps coming up. But by the 15th, so that's by Monday already, I'm recording this on a Friday, the 15th of June, something which you left lying undone, unfinished, comes back into your life, and you have the opportunity to restart it again. Sometimes we want to finish things because the reason we didn't finish them is we didn't get an opportunity to do so. We were busy or something distracted us. Okay, the next card that comes up for you is Chop Wood. Now, this card will always come up if we are striving to go after something we don't get traction, okay? Then the card Chop Wood is an old Chinese saying that says, when things don't go according to plan, or when things don't get traction, or you don't seem to get ahead, carry water and chop wood. In other words, do what needs to be done. Do the basics. Do chores even if it has to be done. If it has anything to do with this unfinished project of yours, I would recommend that you do the necessities that had to be done on that project. You know, do the filing, do the paperwork, do the things that you possibly wouldn't usually sit down and do because they're not exciting. But they're going to lead you on to this actually moving. So I want to take another card so we can kind of see a bit more what it's about. Time to go. Okay, so I kind of get the message here that something that you have been busy with, and that was what is occupying your mind, led you to leaving something unfinished. Now that thing that led you to what that led you to not doing what you should, that unfinished business basically. Sorry, I'm listening to the messages coming in and speaking at the same time. So you have unfinished business, a project, something you really wanted to do, something that was close to your heart possibly, something that you started, but all the stuff that's been happening lately interrupted that. Now you can actually move on. Now you can go forward with whatever that was, and you can leave this other business behind that distracted you from what you wanted to do. But it does say take care of the rudimentary things, the basic things, the things that are the chores and the tasks that needs to be done as well. It's very interesting. I want to get another card because I have a feeling this is quite a story. So let's see if there's another card that gives us a little bit more into this. Treasure Island. Aha, you see, I knew I had to pull another card. Okay, so this is saying that unfinished business that you had to leave because life just kind of took a detour. It did for most of us, didn't it, over the last few months? Now you're going to get back to that again. And if you pay attention to the rudimentary things, the must-do things, the list that you tick off of that particular project that you had to leave behind, and now you can start it up again, it's going to lead you to treasure. X marks the spot. There's going to be something amazing that you'll discover in this coming week about that project. It actually leads you to some kind of treasure. Right, so I hope you could all follow that, because I was a bit distracted, I think, while I was telling you the story, because the messages were coming in. But it's an unfinished project. It's something you couldn't finish. It's something you started. You had to abandon it because life got in the way, as it did for most of us in the last few months. This week, very early in the week, the opportunity comes up to resume it. By the 20th, it's gained some traction. The beginning of the week, you may feel it's not gaining traction. Take care of the detail stuff, the bookwork stuff, the paperwork stuff, you know what I mean, those kind of things. It's going to lead you to some kind of treasure. So that's very nice news. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say for this week. This isn't a very unusual tarot deck that I use. It has different meanings than the traditional tarot. For me, it means a little bit more. I find more resonance with this, but that's just me. And also, the illustrations on this deck are so beautiful that they really do get one's intuition going. Okay, so the card you get is the Queen of Water. I'm not surprised. This has been coming up a lot lately in virtually every reading that I do. This is about being able to tap into your emotions in a useful way. You know, sometimes emotions can throw us off track, totally off track. Sometimes they can send us on detours. Sometimes they can be wonderful. But this card speaks all about mastering emotions. Now, it's not controlling emotions. It's having your emotions, but being able to use them in a useful way. And the female cards, the Queens, is always nurturing, okay? So your emotions are there, and you can use them in a nurturing way. And it's not just talking about nurturing other people. It's nurturing projects too. So maybe you have a deep connection with some kind of project, and that's what the other cards were speaking about as well. And this week, your emotional side takes over with that because it wants to do that particular project. But the emotions are being used in a good way. They are driving you forward. They're creative. They're ambitious, but in a good, nurturing way. Okay, so that's what that tarot card is saying. It's all about emotion being used in a nurturing way, but it doesn't necessarily just mean for people. It means for projects, for what has to get done. So this week, your emotions rise up to the surface, but you can use them in a good way. And the next card is, the Eight of Earth. Now, Eight of Earth is very close to this card, okay? There's abundance here. There is material things. This card is definitely about material things. The eight, for me, eights in the tarot deck in general, I call the resolution cards. They always, you know, the symbol, the eternity symbol, you keep coming back to the same place, but each time you come back to that same place, you've gained something more. So, and that other card was saying you are coming back to the same place again. You're resuming a project again. So it's very interesting. It's definitely something that is relevant this week. There's something you're coming back to. And this time you discover the treasure in it, materialistic treasure in it. Right, nice. So that just confirmed what we read earlier. Okay, let's get on to relationships. I'm going to read for those of you that are in established relationships, as well as those of you looking for relationships. I'll read what it says on the cards, because you always ask me if I don't. But I will tell you the story behind the selection of cards that come up. So the first one is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So this week, where relationships are concerned, you may be going down a little bit of a windy road. Always, I say, when this card turns up, that is the case. Relationships will take a bit of a windy road this week. It doesn't matter what relationship it is. It's a prominent relationship in your life. It's a relationship that plays a part in your life. You're looking for one. It's a bit of a windy path this week. Trust where it's leading you. There is a destination in mind. It's not random. It's taking you somewhere, okay? The next card that comes up for you is true love. So that is where it's taking you. This card is showing up a lot lately as well. I think there is definitely the kind of energies around that can draw in true love at the moment. In an established relationship, trust the relationship has true love at its base. It might be going down a bit of a windy path at the moment, but that is at its base. If you're looking for someone, there's possibility for true love this week, but it's going to be a bit of a windy road. You just have to trust where it's leading you. Things are not going to be that obvious, okay? Just have faith that that windy road is leading you to true love, because it is coming up, it's showing up. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Apologies once again for the breakup in the beginning, but it seems to be going fine now. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. If you'd like a personal or private reading, I do an amazing soulmate reading. Please contact me via my website. I will put the link in the description box below after the video has processed, and you can go to the website and purchase or see what readings there are. Thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. I really appreciate it. We'll speak again soon.